Great morning, great morning. How are you all doing? Today is October the 29th, 2024. It is Tuesday. And great morning to each and every one of you all who have joined in on the Kimmy's Morning Show. Now, if this is the first time you have tuned in to the Kimmy's Morning Show, I'm going to ask you all to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Now, while you are subscribing, you're already there, go ahead and click the like button. Now, for my day one, I want to say welcome, Kimmy Gang. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this broadcast. And each and every one of you all know to support this channel memberships are available. Just click the link in the comment area and it will direct you to another page and you can sign up for a channel membership today. Now, what does that really entail? Y'all know I really ain't been talking about this for real. Well, channel memberships start at $4.99. You have member only chats, member shout outs, giveaways, which we do every single month. We're going to have one this Friday. So make sure you go ahead and get your channel membership today. Early access to videos, member-only videos, and discount on products when they become available. So make sure you click that link right here. Go ahead and get your channel membership today so you can get in on the giveaway that we're going to have on Friday. Now, for the past 3 giveaways, the same person has been winning. Child, the money go up every month. And the channel membership is only $4.99. Shout out to my cousin. First of all, I got to give a shout out to my cousin, Phyllis. I spoke to her on, I think it was Saturday. And we was talking about the family get together that we're going to have for my family. And I thanked her. I was like, you know what? Thanks, cuz, for supporting my channel. She's cash at me. Remember, before I got sick, I talked about the cash app. Well, that actually came from my cousin. And I was like, thank you so much for supporting my channel. She was like, more of our family need to support you. She was like, because when you make it, no, she said, if you make it, don't forget me. I said, if you talking about when I make it, don't forget you. Hey, you know what? Y'all know what I always say. My goals and dreams are coming into reality. I don't know how they will get done, but they must get done. And it's not my business. It's God's business. As long as you put the work in, you will get the fruits of your labor. Now, we don't know when reaping season will come for each and every one of us for whatever we have sown, but it's coming. And some of us, reaping season will come a little earlier than others. And I can't necessarily say that whatever you're going through is your reaping season, but honey, I want to reap everything that I have sown. Anyway, great morning to Danielle McCullum. That's my sister. She was the first one in. She got that little symbol on the side of her name. That means she is a member and she is going to be entered into that giveaway on Friday morning. So last month, how much was the giveaway pot, Danielle? How much was it? Was it 30, 35? Let me see. Let me see how much it was, child, because you know I don't be cash apping her for real. But it was 30. I think it was 30. Danielle, drop down in the comment area. How much was it you won for? Let me see. It was $30. It was an October giveaway. So the month before that, I believe it was, let's see, because it's going up every month. By the time we hit December, to be at $100. Let's see, October giveaway. The month before that was $25. And I think that was the only one. So we've had 2 giveaways. So this will be the 3rd giveaway. And then I also gave away, I think, an extra $20 to someone that was in the chat. So just make sure you always have your notification bell turned on. Make sure you get your channel membership. Child, it's only $4.99. It's just like buying a cup of coffee from Starbucks. Actually, my membership is cheaper than that, child. Anyway, shout out to everybody who's tuning in from Facebook. You can support me by sending stars. Stars help me earn money to make more content. Now that is only on Facebook. Chef Mac Attack in the building. What is going on, Chef Mac? Thanks for tuning in. I think I ran across your page. Was it last night or this morning? Child, days just run into each other. I think Chef Mac is celebrating somebody's birthday today. Is it today? I don't know if it's her sister. It's somebody. So make sure y'all subscribe to Chef Mac's channel. She has really good content. She does recipes. She's an actual chef, and sister girl can cook, child. All them cakes and pies and stuff, child. Chef Mac be burning in the kitchen, honey. Anyway, and she not the bootleg chef. I believe Chef Mac went to school for culinary, and she is the real deal. So shout out to her. Danielle said it was 30 and then 25. See, she on it. Nana Banana is in the building. Great morning to you, Nana. And shout out to my little nephew, great nephew, kind of like my brother. My parents just adopted him, so I guess that's my little brother. Anyway, shout out to you, Carter. Carter is feeling under the weather. Y'all know I was sick last week. Well, it started with Caden, and then Caden gave it to me, and then my aunt got sick, and now Carter's sick. So I hope and pray that he has a speedy recovery. I talked to Carter this morning. Carter said, TT, I'm sick. I said, well, how do you feel? He said, I feel good. I said, well, then you good then. If nothing is hurting, you good. You're just a little sick, but you all right. He said, all right then. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and turn down this music, y'all. When I tell y'all, it is a lot of stuff going on in the news. Child, I don't know where to turn. Every time you turn around, it's either Diddy or it's Trump. Okay. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. He did an interview with Kamala Harris on yesterday. It aired on Shannon Sharp's YouTube. If you are subscribed to my channel, just go to my community tab and you will see it. It's actually Club Shay Shay. And it was a great interview, very enlightening. Let me see, what am I trying to say? Enlightening? Informative. We're going to use that word because I might not be using it right this morning. But it was a very informative interview. Shout out to Kamala Harris. You know, she's on this campaign trail. And one thing I learned about her, she said, like every day since she's gotten that phone call from Joe Biden saying that that he was pretty much backing off the campaign trail and he wanted her to pass the torch and to run for president. She said she has been hitting up 3 to 4 cities every day. She says she hits the ground running every single day. I think she says for breakfast, she eats a spinach omelet. I think she has some type of apple something sausage or bacon or something like that. And then she may have a piece of toast. And then she also says she works out every single morning. She says she doesn't care if she goes to bed late at night. She's going to get up every single morning and work out, mind, body, and spirit. And y'all know, if y'all been following Kimmy's World, we did a challenge in June about mind, body, and spirit. So I thought that was really good. Most successful people work out every single day. That is a part of their routine. That is something that you can control in your day, is your workout. Anyway, so we are going to get on with it. So as y'all know, Diddy is back in the news. Is that surprising? For those of y'all, well, before we talk about that, I want to show y'all this right here. I thought this was so funny. I found this on Facebook on yesterday, and it came up. Y'all know how you have sponsor ads. Excuse me. You know how you have sponsor ads on Facebook. Child, they had a sponsor ad with Diddy in a pink suit. Child, I'm not playing. It says Diddy. Y'all can see that. Law Center assistance. Were you a victim of inappropriate behavior? You may be eligible for significant compensation. Y'all, this is not a joke. This is for real. It says check now anonymously and free. If you or a loved one at any time experience inappropriate behavior by Diddy, you may be entitled to significant financial compensation. And this little tab at the bottom, check eligibility. Child, this is for real. I don't know what's happening with R. Kelly, but when I tell you, if ain't like never before, Diddy is going down. That's all I gotta say. So let me pull this up. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button while we are waiting. While I am waiting for this. 2 lawsuits accuse Sean Diddy Combs of essaying little boys. Child, Lord, say it ain't so. It's just one after the other. First it was at 120, right? 60 men and women, 60 men, 60 women. What's the count out now? I wonder. I don't know. I'm gonna have to add that up. So anyway, 2 new lawsuits have been filed against Sean Diddy Combs, accusing the music mogul of SA. Now, both lawsuits, which are filed in New York, include accusations by men who were underage at the time of the alleged assaults. Now, first of all, I just want to say this is a trigger warning. If you have indeed been SA before or this triggers you, I would advise you to go ahead and log off. Go to someone else's channel because we're going to talk about this morning. Anyway, in one, the alleged victim was 10 years old at the time. The second alleges Mr. Combs assaulted a teenage boy who was auditioning for the popular MTV reality show Making the Band, which the rapper produced. Remember, we talked about that, how Diddy was so, oh my goodness, he was so hardcore. Looking back at some of those videos, how he used to jump up and down and say, I'm the king. Why weren't we looking at him like that then? Anyway, now in a statement to the BBC, representatives for Mr. Combs said he never essayed or trafficked anyone, man, woman, adult, or minor. Excuse me. Now, more than 24 lawsuits have been filed against Mr. Combs in recent months with allegations that include grape. Y'all know what that is. Let me highlight this because y'all know I can't say this. People being drugged, underage assaults, intimidation, and sexual extortion. Now, if y'all been watching Kimmy's World, y'all know that we went over the court documents of about 10 of these lawsuits. We went over the court documents. Now, the viewership on those videos were not good, so that's why I decided not to pull these documents, because Y'all don't seem to care about it. So I'm just going to do an overview. Now, the rapper is also facing federal criminal charges in alleged sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy. He has pleaded not guilty to those charges. Now, let's see. Now, according to the complaint, Mr. Combs asked the boy how committed he was to pursuing his dream. And the boy replied that he will do anything. Now, at 10 years old, do anything don't mean what P. Diddy thinks of do anything. He's 10 years old, okay? During the meeting, a third person gave the boy a soda that made him feel funny. But at the time, the plaintiff thought the feelings were from happiness over the meeting, the lawsuit states. The rapper is then accused of disrobing and ordering the boy to perform a S act. I'm going to highlight it. Y'all see that? When the boy resisted, Mr. Combs allegedly assaulted him. Oh, he's so sick. The plaintiff says in the complaint that he lost consciousness and woke up in pain with his pants undone. What was his parents? That's what I want to know. Lord have mercy. Mr. Combs told him if he told anyone, he will hurt, oh Lord, he will hurt his parents, according to the lawsuit. Excuse me, y'all. In the second lawsuit, an unnamed male alleges he was essayed by Mr. Combs in 2008. Now, the plaintiff was 17 when he was auditioning for the MTV reality competition Mr. Combs produced. Y'all know, Making the Band. During various rounds of the audition process, Mr. Combs allegedly asked the plaintiff how he would handle situations involving sexual pressure. He and his bodyguard went on to force the teen into acts. The lawsuit states. I wonder which bodyguard was it. Was it Gene Deal? Y'all know, because he is the most outspoken one out there. Mr. Combs is currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, following his September arrest on federal charges. Y'all know he was denied bail, and he remains in custody until his trial in May of 2025. Mr. Combs has denied all of the allegations against him. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. Oh, okay then. Lord have mercy. Let me look at this. Let me see. Where are y'all at? Oh, we have Vicky Stewart. She said, good morning, Kimmy's World in chat. Great morning to you. Great morning to you. So let's move on now. Uh-oh. This one just... For those of you who are going to vote, y'all know here lately, all we have been seeing is negative things coming out about Trump. We talked about it yesterday on Kimmy's World about how they had this rally in New York and some of the things that was said in the rally. Now, y'all know, hold on a minute, let me see, not this one. I have the video if I can find it. So, Trump's rally draws comparisons. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. First of all, the things that Trump is doing, the things that he's doing, he's not doing it behind closed doors. You know, like back in the day, racism was like, first it was out in the open, and then it became like hush hush. Y'all know. Now it seems like it's becoming back out in the open. Like this is stuff from the Project 2025, what he has in store. This is all written. Then even in these rallies, how he has speakers and comedians coming up, making all these hatred comments. This is all out in the open. And we still have African Americans and other nationalities, minorities, who are still going to vote for Trump. I've seen it all over social media. People are saying, well, I'm still going to vote for Trump. I'm still going to vote for Trump. Did you know that his rally that he just had a comparison to the 1939 pro-Nazi rally. Let me share my screen. This kind of stuff makes me upset. And I'm glad you are in the building this morning, the South Memphis Show, because this is a Trump supporter, but he is my moderator, but he is a Trump supporter. Excuse me, y'all. So I want to go ahead. How you doing, the South Memphis Show? No shade. But I want to go ahead and share my screen to show you all this. And then we're going to talk about some other things this morning. I'll just hold on. Boom.
Rally at Madison Square Garden comes days after his own former chief of staff went on record to describe his former boss as a fascist. But that jamboree happening right now, you see it there on your screen, in that place is particularly chilling because in 1939, more than 20,000 supporters of a different fascist leader, Adolf Hitler, packed the garden for a so-called pro-America rally, a rally where speakers voiced anti-Semitic rhetoric from a stage draped with Nazi banners. When a Jewish protester rushed the stage, the Associated Press reported, quote, instantly, a dozen or more stormtroopers set upon him, knocking him down and beating him as he held his head in his arms. Most of his clothing was torn from his body. Later, he was booked for disorderly conduct. Now, against that backdrop of history, Donald Trump, the man who has threatened to use the military against opponents he calls enemies from within, who has threatened to use the troops to quell what he says are lawless cities, and to use those troops to carry out mass deportations of immigrants, is once again turning Madison Square Garden into a staging ground for extremism. Joining me now, Ruth Ben-Ghiat, history professor at New York University and author of Strong Men, Mussolini to the Present. And Ann Applebaum, Pulitzer Prize-winning historian, staff writer at The Atlantic, and author of Autocracy, Inc., The Dictators Who Want to Run the World. I cannot wait to have this conversation with both of you. And Ruth, thank you both very much for being here. Ruth, since you are not at the table, let me start with you and just talk to us about the parallels.
Now, first of all, before we go any further, y'all see Dr. Phil. This is what I do not understand about Dr. Phil. You know, he come out in support of Donald Trump, right? Actually, he has been in support of Donald Trump for a very long time. This is not nothing new. But a Black woman put him on, Oprah Winfrey. Put him on. And you gonna come out like, I tell you, when things like this happen, when Trump comes out, so many other people that you had no idea that would support this type of rhetoric comes out, and it just blows your mind. Like, really, Dr. Phil of all people? Yeah.
That we're seeing between 1939, that rally at Madison Square Garden, and the rally we're seeing right now at Madison Square Garden, and the rhetoric that's already coming out of this rally.
Yeah, of course, this is not a casual choice to have it there. And although Donald Trump objects strenuously to people comparing him to Hitler, he is the one who has gone out of his way to use Nazi rhetoric, talking about polluting our blood.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and stop this because this just goes on and on. But, you know, I was watching the Shannon Sharp interview with Kamala Harris on yesterday. And pretty much she was just saying, you know, I really don't have to say too much what Trump is standing for. All you have to do is watch his rallies. Watch them. That's it. That's all you have to do is listen to the words that he is telling you. Nothing that nobody else is telling you is what he's saying. He's telling you what he's going to do, when he's going to do it. Lord Jesus. I just don't understand. I really just don't understand. Now, did you all know that hundreds of ballots in Washington state burned to a crisp after they were allegedly put on fire inside of a drop box? Not only is this happening in Washington, Vancouver, Washington, is actually happening in Oregon. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Have anybody really listened to Hitler's speech? I'm just asking. He said Oprah Winfrey is full of crap. I don't want to listen to Hitler's speech. All right. But you know what? For you, I might listen to it today.
Incidents involving ballot boxes this morning. We'll start with what's happening in Vancouver. That is on the left side of your screen. We just watched firefighters pry open the back of this ballot box, which is obviously on fire. We were watching it smoke for the past half hour or so. This is at the Park and Ride drop-off ballot box at Fisher's Landing, right next to the C-Tran Transit building. We were watching police officers and firefighters sort of standing around this ballot box for a while, taking pictures. Then one of those firefighters just walked up with what looked like a crowbar, and they pulled the back of the ballot box out, and a bunch of ballots that are on fire poured out onto the ground. They're trying to put the fire out now. Obviously, it is steaming. It's pouring rain there. We don't know how many ballots were in this box, but obviously they are destroyed. This is going to be a big problem. This is happening again at the Park and Ride ballot location at Fisher's Landing in Vancouver. News 2.
So apparently the Clark County Elections Auditor says that the last ballot pickup at that specific ballot box was 8 a.m. on Sunday morning. Now, it had been at least 24 hours from the last pickup and the fire. Now, the auditor estimates that hundreds of ballots could potentially be lost, with only a few that might be salvaged, excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all just coughed in the doggone microphone. I'm so sorry. Now, this is what people have to deal with. Now, y'all know that Mr. Elon Musk is giving $1 million. Hold on, let me go ahead and share my screen. He's doing a $1 million daily giveaway to voters in battleground states. Now this is for the Trump campaign, because y'all know he's supporting Donald Trump. Now, according to multiple news outlets, on October 9th, Musk and American PAC initiated a daily giveaway of $1 million aimed at voters in specific swing states. Now, participants are required to provide personal identification details, including their cell phone number and address, as well to sign a petition affirming their support for the Constitution and the right to bear arms. Those who comply become eligible for a random chance to win the $1 million prize. Let me go ahead and share my screen.
Philadelphia's district attorney is suing to stop Elon Musk's voter lottery. The richest man on planet Earth is a very public supporter of former President Trump. And through his America PAC, Musk has been giving away $1 million every day to a voter in a battleground state. The Department of Justice has warned that this giveaway might violate federal election law. Philadelphia's district attorney is...
Elon Musk is handing out checks to unregistered voters.
$1 million.
Do you think that's legal conduct? Do you think that's election interference?
I think it's totally inappropriate.
Elon Musk is...
First of all, I want to say this. In order to break the rules, you got to know the rules. And I would assume, I don't know this to be true, that Elon Musk knew it was not illegal to do this. That's why he's doing it. Like Joe Biden said, it is totally inappropriate. But for the richest man on planet Earth, I would assume that he knows the rules and he knew exactly what to do. Give me $1 million, but I ain't supporting Trump. Let me, oh, this irritates me. So this is a montage from Sunday night's Trump rally. And I just want y'all to hear all the people that came together and the things that they actually said during this rally. And I'm not giving Trump free press either, but I want people to be aware of what's going on.
Floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
She is some sick that Hillary Clinton, huh? What a sick son of a. The whole party, a bunch of degenerates.
As the first Samoan, Malaysian, low IQ, former California prosecutor ever to be elected president.
These Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that.
Can you imagine Kamala Harris performing a random, kind, generous act? She is the devil, whoever screamed that out. She is the Antichrist.
That's cool. Black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween.
And this is the party that you want to vote for. This is the party right here. People that talk about minorities, not only blacks, but Latinos, Samoans, those are Hawaiians, like so many other minorities. And this is the group you want to be a part of. You say, I would rather have Trump in office rather to have a woman president. Are you serious?
Party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
Her and her pimp handlers will destroy our country. We need to slaughter this other people.
They're smart and they're vicious, and we have to defeat them. And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy. They are indeed the enemy from within. And
it's literally a.
This makes my heart sad. It really does. This makes me sad. This does not show anything about inclusion, about, you know, I'm sorry, y'all. This really, really ticks me off. This really ticks me off. Let me see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and play this. I just feel the need because next Tuesday will be November the, what's next Tuesday? November the, that's the day we vote. We have 1 week to get out there and vote. Now, I do know here in the state of Mississippi, in Tupelo, Mississippi, the last day to vote early is on this Saturday, which is November the 2nd, and you can vote at your courthouse. The thing is, it's only in special circumstances, not really for sure what those special circumstances are. I'm going to go ahead and try to vote early. I know I was watching Funky Dineva last night, and he spoke about he voted early in Georgia. The thing is, make sure whatever party that you decide to vote for, know what is on that voter's ballot for the city that you live in. There are other things besides presidential candidates that are on those ballots that will affect you. I know Funky Dineva was saying there was some bill they were trying to pass or something. He didn't know anything about it. He said most people that he know don't even do their research. And to be quite honest, I've never done my research except for the presidential candidate. Let's be clear. Let's be real about it. I've never done my research. I always ask my mom and dad, what we voting for? Or vote straight Democrat. Sometimes you may not need to do that. You need to understand what bills are being passed or trying to be passed. Do your due diligence. You have plenty of time between now and November the 5th to go ahead and pull up what is on that voter's ballot for your city or county or whatever. All right. Since I got that little tidbit out the way. Oh, what is that? Chat, please do not judge Kimmy for my belief. She has a big heart and is very low. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. The South, regardless of who you vote for, we are all American people. Everybody has a right to choose. That does not make you a bad person because you're going to vote for Trump. Those are your own special beliefs. That's what you believe in. Just like you got some Christians, you got some Muslims, you got some Buddhists, but that don't mean you're bad people. That is your choice. God put us on this earth to have free will. So, honey, I welcome all Trump supporters. Just don't come in here hate bashing, because I'm just going to tell you the truth as I see it. But we can have educated conversations. You should vote every 2 years on your Senate that makes laws. That's who make the laws. He's absolutely right. He is absolutely right. We can't just wait. And this goes for me too, because I'm the one that wait every 4 years just to vote for a presidential. And they have elections all the time. So you got to be aware. Anyway, let me go ahead and share my screen. Y'all see I'm not coughing as much. Shout out to Kenya, who told me to get that medicine ball from Starbucks. That actually happened. Then I took some more medicine yesterday. I'm not coughing as much.
Hold the vote until we get something. It's time to hold the vote until we get something. Anybody telling you that you gotta vote, be skeptical.
I want you to spot the difference between the way that right-wing conservatives are talking about voting and the way that people allegedly interested in progress are talking about voting. Every election cycle, someone insists that Black folks, for one reason or another, should not vote.
Hold the vote until we get something.
But have you ever noticed that conservative white people are rarely, maybe even never told that they should be withholding their vote? In fact, this is what white Christian nationalists have been saying to each other in plain sight for decades.
They want everybody to vote. I don't want everybody to vote.
That's Paul Weyrich back in 1980.
Elections are not won by a majority of people. They never have been from the beginning of our country, and they are not now.
He's a godfather in the modern conservative movement, and he co-founded the Heritage Foundation. Yes, the folks who have been producing the document known as Project 2025 for the last 40 plus years.
As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections, quite candidly, goes up as the voting populace goes down.
What they know is that their vision for America is profoundly unpopular. And as such, it hinges entirely on people like you not showing up to vote.
We need to vote. Because the other side is causing so much confusion about voting, so many questions have come out about Kamala Harris, and they're like, and then a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to vote for Donald Trump either. I'm just not going to vote. You need to vote. Our forefathers, our ancestors fought so we could vote. I was watching something on, let me see if I have it in my thing. There was this Black lady from Mississippi that stated that when she was, I think in the 60s, here in Mississippi, she had to pay $2 to vote. And she was going into the voters place to vote, and they asked her, well, how much is it going to cost you today to vote? She said, it's free, and I'm going to vote. She walked in there with her walker, very old lady, and she was proud to vote. Nobody asked her, who are you voting for? You vote for Trump? You vote for Kamala? It is your choice. You exercise your right to vote. Exercise your right, because some people can't vote. Exercise your right. All right. Let me look in the comment area. Let's see. You should vote. Oh, okay, I read that. It says a lot of Black men in California do not like her. I know, because you know what? A lot of misinformation has been said about Kamala Harris, and I really wish I had the time to just lay everything out that I have been researching. But I urge you, do your due diligence. Don't take somebody's word don't take my word. Go research. That's why we have the internet. That's why you have YouTube. All this information is out there. And when I tell you at the end of the day, you know, they talk about Kamala Harris. Oh, she's not a Black woman. Oh, she's been lying. You know, Candace Owens has been out there just dragging her name. They pulling up all the research on Kamala Harris. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? Does it really matter if she's Black? I mean, look at Donald Trump. When you look at this, is something about Black people that just burns me up. White people have different types of rules, a set of rules for us. We got to be absolutely perfect. Now, Donald Trump is over here, convicted felon. He has essayed women before. He's great women before. He's filed bankruptcy about what, 6, 7 times. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and the list goes on. Even with the Harvey Weinstein mess, Trump was all up and through that, right? But you got Kamala Harris over here, who has been a public servant for most of her career, has been serving the public, district attorney, attorney general. Wasn't she not a senator? VP. She has done so much. She went to a HBCU. She pledged AKA, which really don't mean nothing because she pledged AKA. Shout out to the AKAs out there. But she didn't grow up with a silver spoon in her mouth. She's been serving the public. This is something she's dedicated her life to. Has Trump been serving the public, or has he been serving the rich? I'm just saying. He said, no proof he raped a woman before, only accusations. Well, my God, he sure tried to shut him up, then he tried to pay him off. Anyway, he said, yes, go research her stats. She has put a lot of Black men in jail for a long time. Y'all do your due diligence. Anyway, I think, there was one thing I wanted to talk about this morning. So y'all know, in the South Memphis show, he may like this one. Y'all know Yo Gotti has been kind of like indirectly in the past few months has been in the news, especially with the Young Dolph murder trial that went on, and all that information came out about Yo Gotti's record deal. Well, anyway, I'm looking on the Shade Room, child, and Miss Angela Simmons, instead of her running for cover, baby, you better, instead of her running for cover, baby, she on the internet. I gotta press mute. She on the internet showing this big rock on her finger, like Yo Gotti has proposed to her. I don't know if this is clickbait. I don't know what this is, but y'all look at it. Y'all see that rock on her finger? Y'all, us women do. When we get engaged, you want everybody to see, when you a new fiance, you do this little number, you get your little nails done, and you just make sure you do your little hand right there. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? I don't know. To me, Angela Simmons is an ugly girl. She is really ugly. She is an ugly girl. I don't like her personality. Maybe it's just me. Now, her sister, Vanessa Simmons, I think Vanessa is a really sweet girl. She appears to be sweet, genuine heart. He said, oh, Lord. Great morning to you, Sunny Day. Lord, here you go, y'all. Here you go. You got that right. I agree, too. I just can't say them words. But I think I'm going to wrap up the show for the day. One thing I do want to say is I've been, yesterday, I was on Latrice Allen's live. And I watched her live, and I was like, why are people talking about Latrice? Why people dog her? Why are we dragging her? And you know what? I came to realize, there's some scared people out in this world. One thing I can say about Latrice Allen, that's a real woman. As far as she ain't hiding nothing. There's been plenty of time, like yesterday, she was cooking her breakfast, y'all. And I guess she's redoing her Airbnb, getting rid of her furniture, buying new furniture, getting new cookware and stuff. And so all she had was a metal pan. And she was like, oh, shoot, I can't put the metal pan in the oven because the oven dirty. People like to judge stuff like that, knowing your oven probably dirty too, and it probably need to be cleaned. A lot of y'all need to get some Easy Off and put inside your oven and scrub it. But instead, you hide behind the camera. You talk about people like Latrice Allen. Anyway, so she was like, I put my food on top of the oven. So she had this metal pan, a pan that's usually used for inside the oven, but baby, she was innovative and she put that on top of the eye and she was cooking that sausage, baby. I said, you go right. Because it's a lot of times, you know, when we cooking our food in the kitchen, we might not want the camera to be on, but she gonna turn that camera on. And she started talking about subjects that many of us would love to talk about, but scared to talk about. She started talking about BV and when your man is cheating on you, you know, because it's gonna throw your pH balance off. And I said, you know what? She absolutely right. How many of y'all know that? A lot of women know that, but then they judge Latrice because she's out here using her platform, saying what you won't say, and she making a big bag and big bang, and then you find people to hate on her. Shout out to Latrice Allen. I think, you know, I enjoy her content. She real. Now, some stuff that she say, I probably wouldn't say stuff like that, but that's just me. But that don't mean I'm going to judge her for saying her thing, because, see, I know what she's doing. I know exactly what she's doing. Let's see. She said, I thought her and him called it quits a while ago. Girl, they ain't called no quits, because for Angela Simmons' birthday, they were, was it Punta Cana? Punta Cana? They were somewhere. As far as I know, they did not call no quits, honey. The city doesn't mess with Gotti. I know they don't. I know they don't. Another great show. Thanks, Kimmy. She said, mine definitely needs to be clean, especially before the holidays. Girl, what you talking about? I need to clean the daggone stove right now. Right now. But shoot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to close this show out. First thing, well, before we go, I want to know what y'all cooking for Thanksgiving. Latrice is authentically herself. I don't care for her though. She is authentically herself. I just, you know, I like a woman that really pretty much mind her own business. She stay in her own lane. She don't bother nobody, and she do her own thing. That's what I like about her. She don't care. She was like, if it ain't making me no money, don't bring it to me. I don't care. The truth's about making that bag, which a lot of us should be about making that bag. Now, the way she go about it, that's her own way. I ain't gonna knock a sister for doing it, especially when she ain't dragging nobody and getting in nobody else's business. Sister girl doing her own thing. She said, you should do an afternoon show. I'm gonna work out the South Memphis show. I do a lot for my little boy. Normally, I don't get in. I leave the house about 12, and I don't get back home until after 5. Running with him, picking him up from school, taking him to tutoring, sitting there and waiting. I don't know how, and I go to bed early. Child, I'll be in the bed by 6:30. I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll think about doing an afternoon show. I just got my journal yesterday, so we eating light for Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. The lady I get my shot from, she was like, if you know that you're going to eat, like you want to eat good for Thanksgiving or whatever holiday, you miss that shot. You take the shot the next day, or don't take that weekly shot. So I'll take my shot, child, because I'm trying to eat all that shoe pad casserole, sweet potato casserole. I'm making homemade yeast rolls. That's the only thing I'm making. What else we having, y'all? Let me tell you our family menu. Shout out to my cousins, Nina and Phyllis and Mary and, oh Lord, am I missing? I'm probably missing a bunch of other people. Shout out to all y'all. Lori, shout out to all of y'all. Let me tell y'all what our family Thanksgiving menu is. We having yams, sweet potato casserole, cream corn, greens, purple hull peas, cornbread. Oh, we having cornbread too? Dressing, turkey, fried turkey, ham, mac and cheese, potato salad. We having gravy, pea salad, okay. Green bean casserole, devil egg, homemade yeast rolls, sweet potato pies, red velvet cake, peach cobbler, caramel cake. And I told my mama this morning, I said, Mama, can you please make that shoe pad casserole? She said, well, we're not going to put that on the menu. But child, if y'all have not had shoe pad casserole, baby, And listen, if y'all want a good homemade yeast roll recipe, I'm going to put it in my community tab. I have tweaked this recipe. If you follow it to a T, I promise you, your rolls will be fire. This is my personal recipe. One thing I want to say, when you're making homemade yeast rolls, do not skimp out on, don't buy generic flour, buy the good flour. And be careful about that yeast, because a lot of times when you're making these rolls, child, that yeast be they be duds. Some of them be duds. I said shoe peg. Hold on, let me show y'all. Child. My mama make this every year. Oh my goodness, it is so good. It is so good. Shoe peg casserole. Hold on. It is so good, y'all. And I don't know if this is her particular recipe. Mama's don't look like this. Hers look kind of like this. Mama, is it with corn? I don't know if corn is in it. When I tell y'all it's so good, it is so good. Let me share my screen. Child, I'm getting hungry right now for Thanksgiving. It's shoe peg. I don't know if it's the corn casserole, but if you want the recipe, excuse me. If you want the recipe, I will make sure to put it in my community tab. Just let me know if I should put it in there. I will put the homemade yeast rolls in there. I promise you, this is the best. I'm the bread maker. At my dad's church, I think I made over 200 rolls last year, and they were gone. People just popping them in their mouth. They were gone. All 200 rolls. So if you want a good roll recipe, I got it. It is not hard at all. You just got to make sure you got some really good ingredients. Don't skimp on those ingredients, I'm telling you. So that's that shoe peg casserole. Let's see what she say. Come back with the deets later on the casserole. Okay. I'm boiling hot dogs for Thanksgiving. Maybe I add some chili. What in the world? She said, my doc told me not to skip Thanksgiving, but hubby and I don't feel the need for a huge spread. Child, I'm going. So our family is heading to Alabama. We're going to our family property down there, and everybody is, not everybody, but a lot of our family is coming down. Mind you, a lot of my family don't live in Alabama anymore. They live everywhere else. And so they're going to fly in, and we're going to have Thanksgiving together. And I don't know if y'all know, like, a lot of my first cousins are old enough to be my mama. They really are. They are old enough to be my mama. Some of them close to 70. Oh, I'm not laughing because they probably watching. Hey. But yeah, I got some really good cousins, and a lot of them are from Arizona and Texas, and they're from everywhere, child. But baby, those women know they can cook. Them sisters can cook, honey, and I can't wait. I'm excited. She said, I love those family functions. We haven't had a family function since my Aunt Linda passed away, and that's been several years back. So shout out to my cousin Phyllis, who flew in from Arizona, and she's going to stay down in Alabama for some months. And she decided to have a Thanksgiving get together. And that took us off the hook. Even my daughter is going to come down for Thanksgiving. So that, y'all, I'm talking about, I'm excited about Thanksgiving. I really am. I'm really, really excited. So I will make sure I put that shoe peg casserole. Matter of fact, I will have it on the live tomorrow. I'll get the mama. Make sure you give me that shoe peg casserole recipe. This is good. And I have that homemade yeast roll recipe. Super easy. I'm telling you, it's one of the most easiest recipes. My mom tried to make my recipe before, and she was like, Kim, it was a dud. I said, you got to wash that yeast and that flour. You got to make sure that that yeast is not expired. And sometimes, even if the expiration date is good, they still be duds. Don't buy the jar yeast, because sometimes they don't be good. Get the ones in the pack. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end out this live. Y'all have a great day. If y'all come across some news that y'all need me to know about, because I'm so sick of talking about Donald Trump, child, let me know. The celebrities are laying low here lately. Ain't nothing really popping up. So if y'all want me to talk about something, research something, send me a message to my email. I'm going to put it in the... This is where I will receive any messages. Please send it to my email. Don't put it in my Facebook Messenger chat. I done shut down Facebook Messenger because y'all know some weirdos out there. So I done shut that down. But send it to my email, kimmyst@gmail.com, and we will go from there. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I am going to think about doing an evening show. If you want to see an evening show from Kimmy's World, what will be a great time? Just let me know what will be a great time to have an evening show. I think that will be kind of excessive. Oh, y'all will make me work real hard to have a morning show and an evening show. Oh, child. I don't know about that one. But if y'all want it, I could do it. But that's going to be hard because it's hard enough for me just to do a morning show. So 2 shows a day, we shall see. The month of November, I'm going to try my best to go live every single day. Every day, even on the weekends. We're going to go live every single day. So she said, just make an evening show impromptu. Yeah, I could, but you know, I like to have stuff to talk about. I like just to come on here and just be yapping, you know. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll see. We will see. And I like the setup down here in my studio. I mean, I can easily go live on the phone, but I just really like the setup down here. It just makes me feel like, oh, let me feel like I'm on the radio or something. Especially listening to my voice in the microphone and the lights and the camera. I just love it down here. That's why I try to stay away from the cell phone lives. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what y'all like. Anyway, and I don't want to cut into Funky Dineva's show because Funky Dineva and I have just about the same content. She said, oh, I get it. That's why I said impromptu, because it won't be a regular occurrence and does obligate you. Funky Dineva and I, when I look at the information that he covers, we have some of the same information. So I don't want to run into his show because he has thousands of people on his show. So anyway, let me go ahead and get off of here. Y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. And y'all listen, tomorrow is Caden's birthday. He turns 7 years old. I wish he had his own Cash App because Caden got his own little coin. But I don't think little kids can look. I don't have to get Caden his own Cash App. Caden turns 7 years old tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. He got some tests tomorrow that he has to take, a math test. And he was like, I have a test on my birthday? Yeah. The world don't stop just because it's your birthday, baby. Still got to go to school, still got work to do, and you're going to have a test. He was like, well, do I get my presents tomorrow? No. You get them at your birthday party, and that's Saturday. He couldn't understand that. So if y'all want to bless Caden, he don't want much. He take these AR tests at school. So anybody that have kids know like what these AR tests are. And he take these AR tests and he bring the book home and we go over the book. And then the next day he takes a test. Well, Caden has started to take tests every single day. Most children don't take AR tests every day. And so my daughter was like, if you make 100 on your AR test, I'll give you, I think it was $25. Y'all, Caden has taken like 5 tests and got 100 on each one. And I called my mama yesterday. I said, Mama, Caden gonna break all of us. Because I was like, I'll give you $5. Okay. And my mama was like, I'll give you, I think she said 10. Like, he gonna break all of us just off these AR tests. We gotta slow these things down. So my mama got him some clothes for his birthday. And so I let him wear the stuff early because they were really cute. And so he was like, Nana, you gonna bring my birthday present to my birthday party? And my mom was like, you been wearing your present. He said, you bought me clothes for my birthday? Y'all know how us black people do. You bought me clothes? He said, I'm on Batman. Just buy me anything Batman. So if y'all want to bless Kanan, his birthday is tomorrow. $1. Baby, if Kanan got a cash app for $1, he'll be happy. Trust me. He will be so happy. So anyway, make sure y'all look out for him. If you want to bless him, so be it. If you don't, that's fine. We'll still be rocking and rolling, child. He's still gonna have his party on Saturday. So y'all have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. 'Cause you're just that subscriber. Like and subscribe.